APC is such a weird act, right?
Well, this was the beginning.
Yeah, and it is their heaviest album. But, I mean, when you bring up APC and talking heavy tracks, people are going to say Judith, right?
Sure. Well, more times than not, it's probably the only one they're familiar with.
But Rose is a little bit of a banger at the end of it. It's a slow walk.
It's got that one riff, and it's fuzzy and crunchy, just like my soul.
Not majorly. I have an album. I don't ever think I listened to it all the way through.
It's some weird shit, and I don't know if this is true, but it blew my mind so bad early in the week I had to send it to Brandon going, what the fuck? Because somebody on YouTube had commented on one of the videos that so Maynard's mother's name was Judith.
Okay.
Judith Marie.
Oh, we share a middle name along with like thousands, tens of thousands of other women. Such a great time.
I'm sure Maynard had you in mind.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
But so he puts out Judith on APC, and it is a real like cancer and I'm going to die, so fuck you kind of a song, kind of an anthem. It's a real heavy track. Okay. But it's also on Lateralis with, I think it's Lateralis, right? Wings for Marie 1 and 2. I think no, it's not Lateralis. It's 10,000 days. 10,000 days. Now, the weird thing about that is that 10,000 days, now, if this guy isn't just bullshitting everybody, but it's a fucking cool story. It gives me goosebumps if it is real. So from the time that Judith died until he cut that song for APC, it was about 10,000 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I think, if I'm not fucking that up.
Morbid
am I on track?
and also very beautiful.
Well, I don't know. When you told me about it, I didn't fucking...
Yeah, but it's kind of a mind fuck, though, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. But that's what this band does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, APC or Tool?
Both.
This is what Maynard.
This is what Maynard does. I was like, yeah.
Look for the common thread. It's like, it's that fucking guy's fault.
Yep.
But anyway, if that's true, that's cool.
Very. I like stuff like that. That's really.
Yeah.
It's really. It's like niche and spiritual, and I don't know.
I don't deny it because I think geniuses have a weird fucking angle.
Sure.
And it's almost impossible to find. But when you do, and it's like, oh, I just found a little stitch in how their brain works.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, definitely.
10,000 Days got a lot of shit when it came out.
Oh, because people wanted a better Anima? I mean, come on, man.
Well, goddamn, man. Like, can't you just be happy with Lateralis?
Or
that
Lateralis,
it exists?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, see, that's the thing, because people kind of dove right over that and went straight to 10,000 Days while shitting on Lateralis while that plane was in flight, only to then shit on 10,000 Days to later wait in the batter's box waiting to shit on Fear Inoculum.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the weird one with Tool fans. It's like, so Anima was the last album you liked? That's fucking coming up on, what, 25 years? No, that is 25 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, what weird way is your brain wired to where a quarter of a century and you're holding shit against your favorite band because their last, 3, actually 4 if you want to count that fucking one with all the special shit on the end of it, 4 fucking records, and you're still holding a grudge?
Yeah, it's a... Well, music fans are fickle, dude.
Imagine not wanting to evolve with the band that you love.
Yeah. How dare they evolve like all of us do?
Man,
and look, I'm okay with you. I think it's acceptable to fall out in love with a band, but like if it's that you're actually begrudging them, like that's kind of goofy.
It happened. It's happened. Like, can you name a band you've fallen out of love? That's actually not a bad.
I can. Mm-hmm.
And kind of came back around.
Mm-hmm.
And that band is Rush.
Oh.
Rush put out just a steaming pile of a record called Hold Your Fire back in like 1987, I want to say. 86, 87, somewhere through there. Hold Your Fire was fucking god-awful. And the weird thing is it followed up Power Windows, which is one of my favorite albums by those guys. Well, no, let's call it what it is. It's in the top 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But so they put out Hold Your Fire, and I immediately went, fuck these guys. I guess our time here is done. Bye. And I move along. Well, it turned out that, and they did continue to put out some things that were not so great through the 90s. Counterparts isn't great. I'm sure my brother Daryl's probably blowing a goddamn blood vessel in his eye right now with this. But by the time really that, Presto, Roll the Bones, I mean, really their later albums started to come out. Shit, man, that's really when I came around to it, like, you know what, these guys got better. I mean, even though I really did kind of hold it against them for the shit they were putting out in the 90s, because it did not match, in my opinion, the greatness that they had achieved in the 80s. But, man, late 90s into the 2000s, fuck that. Those guys were actually back on putting out mind-blowing music. Now, that's my hot take on it. Your mileage will probably be certainly different.
Power Windows had Mystic Rhythms on it, right?
Mystic Rhythms was actually on Hold Your Fire. The only track on Hold Your Fire, I think, that's really one I would actually jam around here.
Fucking Wikipedia says that's on Power Windows.
Mystic Rhythms?
It's the last track. Hold Your Fire came out after Power Windows.
You know what? Yeah. Okay, well, it's been a couple days since the 80s, so.
Oh, boy, you're not
I know.
What about you? Band you fell out of love with?
A couple of the two that come to mind immediately.
Ooh, more than one.
Yeah, Nirvana. Not that I dislike them now, but like you're not gonna catch me bumping them on a regular basis.
Wow. So you fell in love and out of love with a band that they were not active. You were not even around. Wow.
No, I was, and my discography for a kid who was born in '88 was impressive, in my opinion. I knew,
that's not bad, dude.
Yeah, I had their three main ones, but then I had started collecting some of their EPs and stuff.
So you went and bought Bleach.
Yeah, yeah, and there's like a one with a green cover, insecticide or something.
Sure about that. I was throwing a stream. What was this?
Oh, Nirvana.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was obsessed. Obsessed. I bought Kurt's Diaries and like I hated Courtney and blah blah.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
I still hold some
9.
things right there similar. Yeah.
I don't know, like Blink 182. There's a lot like that I can reflect on from like my early mid-teens, where I'm like, yeah, man,
so it's a band you love and then fall out of love with.
Yeah, and not that I dislike, but it's not something I'm going to actively choose to put on. You know what I mean?
The perfect one for me of that same exact era is fucking Pearl Jam.
Yeah, see, I don't
Pearl Jam 10
very much.
was maybe the best record of the early 90s, in my opinion.
Okay.
A more solid start to finish fucking record, I can't think of one.
Okay.
Actually, might actually be the one I might have to revisit on our
beginning to end perfection.
Man.
I need to. You know what? I have literally never listened to a Pearl Jam album from start to finish. So you suggest this?
So fucking great.
I will do that because that's actually something. For some reason, I prefer to consume albums whole. I know it's not always.
That's how the band would prefer.
You're a real throwback for that because that used to be really the thing. You know, now people are like, man, I just want to hear the hits.
Well, no, but you know why? Because the artist is creating it with some kind of concept in mind. So I want to try to go on that journey.
Yeah,
with
but people
him.
just want the.
I know the sound.
Want the good shit.
Because people don't have the attention spans for it anymore, and that's
people
fair.
Are dicks. That's
and the other thing is a lot of this music is trash, so I don't need to hear this whole trash album. You know what I mean?
You know what? God damn it, you got a lot of truth in that too.
Like come on.
Well, so Pearl Jam puts out. It had two different working names. I think Stone Gossard wanted to call it 5 Against 1 to follow up with like a numerology thing and shit. But I think the fucking label went with Versus.
Okay.
Which is not a great name either.
No,
let's be honest.
It's not. But and I don't know if there was some clever shit they were trying to work out. I have no idea where the fuck that came from because the problem is then they put out some that you could tell is like they tailored these for radio.
Yeah.
And the rest of it was a bunch of shit of these guys like, now we're going to do what we want to do. And they're like, oh, this is a bad move. Somebody needs to tell them this is the wrong move.
Somebody please tell them to stop.
And they didn't. And Vitalogy came out that had 2 bangers on it and a whole pile of shit. And I at that point, I was done being a Pearl Jam fan.
Yeah, because you can go look at Versus. Like, you got Daughter. Daughter
was their radio. That was
oh my gosh, that thing was huge.
Yeah,
that's
our radio release. That one and
Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town. But then you got like Go and Animal and Glorified G and Dissident. Those are all the singles of it.
Dissident was good. That hit rock radio pretty good. Go was fucking definitely one that was really hit. I would say actually Go was really a break with the real grunge side of things and started moving shit to. I think it was like a little foreshadowing to the shit to come in the late 90s into the 2000s and nu metal.
Interesting.
Vedder had 2 songs he wrote the music for on that album. Verses. I don't know why I assumed he'd write music on a lot more, but that dude's just the lyricist.
Apparently so.
All the lyrics on that album are written by him.
Okay.
All the music, Stone Gossard, fucking Dave. Vedder wrote the music for Rearview Mirror and Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town.
I mean, Jeff Ament, right?
3.
Fucking bass players.
And 2 of them were not singles. So he ain't getting no extra bump.
So what is yours, sir? I'm really wanting to know what your
I'm curious,
thoughts are.
actually.
Mine, I'll say it, and Kevin will be like, oh, well, fuck. Nah, never mind. It makes sense. Devon Townsend.
Oh, see, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. He used to be the front man for Strapping Young Lad, another band I'm sure you're not familiar with, and for good reason. They are extremely brutal metal.
Okay.
That's hard on the ears unless you're, angry.
Apparently, you don't know.
It's an assault. It's an assault.
We'll put on Detox later. See how it affects you. But then he went on to form. He had like side projects during this, but he was also in a very unhealthy place mentally during the Strapping Young Lad stuff. So he went and did his own thing, called it the Devon Townsend Project. And that's when I kind of found him again in 2011, 2012, I want to say. And it just fucking blew my mind. I was like, oh, this is what you did after you were all angry and shit? You went and did beautiful things? Like a real metal? Fuck yeah.
Imagine that.
Count me in.
And the weird thing on this one is that he's almost too melodic for me. And also, he's a real asshole because Brandon's not done telling this.
Oh, yeah, I'll get it. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about falling in love. Because, I really like Strapping Young Lad. Then they broke up, so I don't consider that falling out of love. They left me. I didn't leave them.
Right.
They fell in love with me. Then stumbled across his solo stuff. And then really grew to really enjoy the band as a whole. They all work together really well. And Kevin is right. Dude has some soaring vocals. His range is ridiculous.
Okay.
Like Mariah Carey, but with balls.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And almost the same kind of register as well.
Sure. That's wow.
But then can also sound like a demon as well.
Sure,
it's really nice. They put out an album called Transcendence. I jam it. I'm like, man, I fucking love it. This is good. This is great. They tour on it. They hit Albuquerque. I'm like, nah, I can't make it. Shit, I'm working at the hotel. I'm working nights. Can't go to fucking Albuquerque on a Wednesday. And then he pops up and is like, look, I feel like the whole Devon Townsend project has run its course. I'm still going to do music I want to do. I'm just not going to do it with these fucking turkeys anymore.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I was like, you son of a bitch.
A real asshole.
So it was literally a project. Literally. A project that went about 15 fucking years where you had about the same band members the whole time.
Yeah.
That ain't a project. That's a band.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Projects when you're doing it yourself. Like fucking Dickhead from Ghost.
Well, and wasn't like, kind of some of the follow-up, like, like Insider Magazine's Musicians Friend, or not Friend, those different rags, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't like the other band members like, we didn't know this shit was coming at
Yeah,
all.
it was all out of left field, and you could tell they were really fucking hurt by it.
Yeah.
Where Devon's like, this just ain't my passion, ain't my vision no more. Gotta go do something else. And
I gotta write me some fucking hay wagon music and shit,
And then,
for my friends in Ontario.
I know it sounds like I'm hating on a man for wanting to evolve, wanting to change. But when you have a band, it's like those band members couldn't come do that with you.
Right.
Like, really?
Yeah.
You don't think they would have understood? Like,
Sounds
look,
like you kind of just took a shit on them.
Yeah, it's like, this is kind of my vision. I still want you guys to help me project it, but this is kind of just like, this is my shit. They could have done that. Instead, he's touring on the same fucking music that other people help him make really well.
Wow, that's really shitty.
And I had to check out because, like, damn, this guy's making me more upset than my job at the hotel is making me right now.
Well, I know it's kind of weird, but if I don't like someone, I don't know if I think someone's unethical or I don't know, or their political standings are not
Little Nar.
I'm just not going to listen. I mean, that's the only way in this country you can flex your muscle is with your dollars, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that and just fucking turn your back.
Could have done. There's a a British dude that just kind of slogs around through Spain for the most part, from what I can understand. Spends like tourist season in Ibiza. He's a songwriter, guitar player, shit, and he's got a band. But his name was Miles Winter, was what I knew it as. But talk about a dude. This is a guy that's always evolving. Miles Winter, he put out an album that fucking flopped. I thought it was actually really good, but god damn it, it's weird. Like, it's like British Mediterranean music. It's a little
interesting.
It requires a certain palate.
What does that even? Is that because British Mediterranean to me means like Gibraltar, and
it's this thing that British expats do to try to sound like Caribbean music, but in the Mediterranean. Kinda.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as much as I wish it was, but yeah. But yeah. So he was Miles Winter. Well, and then he took on his normal actual last name, his surname. So that was Miles Winter Roberts, and that's fine. Well, that album tanked so bad. He's up there with his band. Did he fire his band? No. They just decided to make an entire genre change on one night on stage in Ibiza. It was like, fuck it. You know what? That album's terrible. Fuck it. We're going to do a weird jazz fusion power metal thing now. And I came up with some really odd shit. And apparently, I hadn't actually Googled this fool since probably before the pandemic. He's moved on. Now he's going by Miles Island.
Miles Island, huh? Does he understand that doesn't make sense to put those two nouns together?
It's weird.
If anything, you'll remember it for how ridiculous it is.
It's grammatically fucked up. To make your
it's
brain
really
hurt a little,
making me upset. I'm getting a little agitated.
You have to keep it to like, well, this cat's name is Miles, and but yeah.
Well, no, this is a chosen stage name. He
It
keeps
is.
changing his
There's
last
that.
name. This was a conscientious choice.
It'd be like going with like Buck Naked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
goddamn
might
Lisa.
actually be better, personally.
That's like a rapper name, right?
Maybe Lil Buck Naked.
Lil Buck.
Lil Buck Naked.
So
Booker.
anyway, Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
I would like to say it's good to see both of you after, really our
been like
fucking
2 weeks.
entire week of Dia de los Muertos for the for the music and Hollywood and the entertainment industry.
Sure.
A lot of people died on one day, right?
Yeah,
Yesterday.
it was wild.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
I only saw 2. Did more folks pass?
The guy that voiced Tommy Vercetti on GTA Vice City.
Oh.
He's also in like Field of Dreams.
Henry, the guy that portrayed
Ray Liotta.
I saw,
Yeah. Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta I saw. And then I saw somebody
the
else.
drummer from Yes
Yeah.
died. The fucking
and a founding member of Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
That's what and see, yes, I didn't see the Depeche Mode member. I did
Yeah.
see. Okay,
So
wow.
that's 3. I just kept sitting around hitting refresh on my fucking front page just to see, because I figured, they come in 15s, right?
Yeah, I was like, there might be
Apparently
20 more
not.
kids coming. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, god damn.
Sorry, not sorry.
We don't need that.
No, we don't have to go
The
there.
human race has had a good run.
Yeah.
Let's just get the fuck out of here, huh?
This is like, thanks for joining us for our post-humanity podcast.
This is what life is now.
God damn, we about due for a break, huh?
We can. Well, you got like a muffler problem or something?
Let's see what that rattling in the back is.
All right.
Meineke knows what you want in a muffler. You want a quality muffler that doesn't cost a lot.
Young man, I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler, and I want quality.
We're not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
No problem. Our quality Everlast mufflers are priced from just $18.93 to $26.95 installed.
Oh, I'm not going to pay a lot and still get quality.
You're not going to pay a lot for quality at Meineke.
Hey, Meineke from back in
Got that rattle fix.
And I like it because some of you have asked, like, why are you guys doing that? Well, let me explain. We think it's cool.
We're running out of ideas.
Kind of hip. Hey, but here's some good news.
Hey,
LJ got a new computer.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
LJ, Lowdown. He's the
Right.
metal segment.
Remember that?
Yeah, he's got a new computer, and he's going to resume doing our metal segment for Mead, Metal, and MMA.
Wow. Well, very rarely do I get news broken that I don't know about the old fucking podcast. Well done.
That's probably on me. But
well, you know,
I don't coordinate.
always-
Brandon's got to coordinate shit anyway. So
And I
if you
do-
send me some, I about 90% probably going to forget.
and you know, well, damn, I'm 90% might not see it until maybe the next day when you get like a fucking thumbs up about your Power Ranger meme you sent me 3 days ago.
That's me. Whoop.
So anyway, so the good news is that
Yeah, right on, man.
that's kind of part of a metal update, which we're going, I guess, going to go out of order this week. Probably metal, Mead, and then MMA, right?
Yeah, shit.
Sounds good.
Probably
There ain't
wanting
no-
to talk about
There ain't
MMA.
no
actually.
MMA. Actually, there's an M I want to talk about.
Okay. Do we want to just go weird, like, unframed whole fucking strange discourse on the variety and all the melange of what we have? Or shall we go, all right, moving on to this now?
I don't know what I got to talk about. I'll be bitching. So plug that in whenever you like.
Well, fucking let your rage roll, my good man.
Okay.
What's got the bees in your bonnet?
Well, so I have a problem. And
Many, one would say.
Oh yeah, several. no, those are issues.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This
that's
is
right.
a problem.
Okay.
So I'm not very proud of the state of New Mexico when it comes to what they've done to the weed system.
Uh-oh.
Not a fan.
Mike, what do you mean?
So, well, a couple things. The biggest one is this. Medical marijuana here in the state has been relatively easy to access over about the past, I want to say, 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
As soon as they brought PTSD into the bag, and as far as like letting licensed physicians kind of do a PTSD screen on the spot, which is why those cards were so expensive.
Sure, of course.
These people made folks in this state very rich.
Of course. Yeah, certainly.
But on the same side of that token, what they were providing was at a relatively decent cost, and especially what you were getting. As far as like, if you're a cancer patient and you need edibles that are bigger than 4 fucking milligrams,
Yeah.
you need 10s. You might even need 25s, which
yeah.
we had. We had everything, even the 400 milligram fucking gummies for
Okay.
people that just want to weird out.
Yeah, that just need to melt into the couch, sure.
Then here comes rec.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I feel like a lot of places are saying, oh, fuck that. No, we want that rec money now. We want, because that's where a lot of money's at. And on that same side, the people that brought them to the dance, the people that fucking made their Christmases a little nicer, are getting shafted in the ass
Yeah.
because these people need a little bit more beef in their edibles than just a 100 milligram package.
What kind of bothers me about that, I guess, is like the whole point of making marijuana a business is that it's supposed to be about medicine first. At least that's what I always thought.
Oh, well,
so it sounds like that's not
what
the case.
The legislation says that, but capitalism says otherwise.
Well,
Yeah.
doesn't it always?
It always does. It is fucking.
I mean, when I
always.
go to work, I'm wearing scrubs. Now, I'm not a nurse. I'm not a medical nothing. I know a good amount about what weed does for folk, and I'm able to relay that. But if I tell someone, it's like, you need 300 milligrams of an edible, man, all I have are these 100 milligram gummies that John Q. Public can buy.
Yeah.
You can buy 3 bags of them.
Buy 3
And-
bags and eat all of them.
And
Oh
maybe,
my God.
and maybe, I don't know, be fucking broke.
yeah.
Because that's the other issue, is that anything over the rec limit is resoundingly cheaper, which I'm happy for. I'm glad that folks didn't hike up prices on that stuff. I'm glad they left the medical stuff kind of where it was.
Sure.
Problem is, you got to make it so we can sell it to these people that have been buying it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's going to be the case.
Yeah. Now, if you're a medical person, you're kind of just getting over on the system because you don't want to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, there are places around here that charge upwards of $15 for a half-gram joint.
Yeah. Fuck that.
What?
But you know
Clovis.
what?
A half-gram jar of what?
Half-gram joint.
Oh, what?
Half gram.
$15.
Little man. Yeah. The
That shit
You get a lot
in
more
my
weed
hand.
from that motherfucker than you would from
Yeah,
Clovis.
hell yeah.
but it's ridiculous for where that's at. What would be ideal See, and the problem I have with this too is it takes big money to get in the weed business in the state.
Yeah,
A
as
lot.
I'm watching
a
with
lot
John
of money.
personally, sure.
Ideally, would be some fucking weirdo just living around his sticks out here with a couple million in the bank that he could then secure his own fucking operation. A mom and pop, brick and mortar, dealing with independent growers is the fucking only way that this is ever going to be a healthy run.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
I mean,
'Cause
now
now
but the
it's-
problem is that it's so much fucking skin to get in the game.
Yeah, and we were talking a couple weeks ago about how many dispensaries are in this area and how many of them are owned kind of just by like a fucking John Q. public family.
None
None of them.
The fucking thing is, in all of them, they figured out the business model because apparently there are no original ideas, apparently even in the brand new fucking weed industry, but is that there are no original ideas. Like, oh, if they're grabbing pennies and nickels and dimes, that's what we need to do. And nobody is addressing the people with dollars.
Yeah. However,
I don't think-
and on that other side of the coin, I did have someone come in today and buy the limit of flour they could buy, 2 ounces.
Well, that's because I was going to say, have you
Individually
suggested
packed
to your
grams?
50.
Holy cow.
56 of them?
56.
God damn.
Because I was going to say, I would suggest maybe to some of your medical customers to invest in their own like concentrator.
I always tell them that. I
Yeah,
always say,
because
look,
I feel like they can make their own, and then they can make it. They can dose themselves smaller
Yeah.
amounts of stuff. More concentrated, basically.
And I also push like we have water soluble stuff that isn't popular at all because it's not fun. You can't smoke it.
Right.
Doesn't taste great if you eat it by itself.
Can't
Right.
cook with it, which puts me right
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You can add it to shit that is already cooked
Interesting.
if you just kind of powder a donut with it, But
Is it like powdered sugar?
it has the consistency of it,
Oh, wow.
but it doesn't have the flavor. Doesn't have the flavor.
Right.
Somebody bring me some donuts.
But the great thing is, it's strain specific. So if you want to make sativa edibles, indica edibles, or
Right.
hybrid edibles,
Got it.
Yeah.
you can do that.
It's a little too sciencey for people around here that reject science.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately, because we like with the investment in the concentrator, I have
Sure.
sativa and indica oil in my cabinet, so I can cook with it whenever I want.
Yeah, no, it's got. You convinced me when we were talking about that a few weeks ago before your birthday and shit. But happy belated, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, no shit. Right
appreciate
on,
it.
man.
Whee!
But
Glad you made it.
Yeah, me too.
But I think that's the only way forward. I think that's the right move. The right move.
It's been wonderful. We have made brownies. We've made gummies. I can't. It's a game changer. I'm
Yeah.
thrilled. I'm so
It's a
thrilled.
Levo machine that basically does the entire
Whoa,
goddamn
whoa, we're
process.
not trying to
of
fucking
drying.
plug these
Yeah,
cunts. I didn't
sorry.
pass
I am.
anything.
I am. But yeah, about $350, but they do have a 15% off if you're brand new and just signed up, and so $300.
Oh, so before I forget, so 2 ounces of recreational weed in the state of Mexico. How much do you think this person
After
paid?
tax,
Yeah, grand total
2 grams.
for 56
6
grams,
grams.
2 ounces.
2 ounces. Oh, I was like, hold on, let me do math.
$500.
2 grams, easy.
Yeah,
No,
500.
no. I'm gonna go. Oh wait, no, it sounds terrible, but it's not. I'm gonna say $625.
$978.
Holy piss!
Oh my God! It was almost $1,000.
Almost a grand. Now, granted, there was a
this
gram.
price right. I got the showcase, but I mean, but still.
There were a couple grams of discounted wax that we had on sale, but that accounts for about $40 of that.
Holy
Everything else was the weed and the tax.
So you get one of those big whales that come in, and they basically do like what 1/6 of your day fucking register.
Yeah, this
bye.
was at 9:45, and like,
damn.
Man,
and-
he was
and
like, "Bye, y'all.
This-
Sorry."
It's 10:45
This-
Texas time.
this was a lady. This was a lady.
You know what? We mean business, okay?
But she paid like $650 in cash. Wow. And the rest on a fucking credit card, which threw a 3% fee on about $300.
Holy shit!
So between all of that, she probably paid $1,000
Yeah.
for everything. Now, she had a medical card. She would have paid maybe about $700. Which
guess
is still a
that's-
lot for 2 ounces of weed.
I
Yeah,
think
but that's
where my
significantly cheaper.
That's where my dumb ass actually didn't calculate in after going, yeah, what, after tax? And I calculated probably what I would pay.
Yeah. No, actually, yeah, you were like $100 away from the tax-free cost of
Yeah.
that. But I was like, man, the state of Mexico just made like $200 off this gal. $200.
Some money. And them roads up in Albuquerque going to be real good.
I know. I'm waiting for the ones around here to look good. But anyway, that's my rant.
Good luck.
I'm going to keep doing my thing and fucking parlaying that knowledge to these people, whether they like it or not.
Sorry about that.
I did it to you.
Crank's probably loud as shit, huh?
I
Sound like
fucking
a shotgun right here.
I was treating this guy like he was John Q. fucking patient. Just like blah blah blah. Instead, just be like, here, take this, smoke this.
Yeah. I laugh anyway.
Yeah, it's great because then he looks at me and just like, I don't fucking care, dude.
I'm like semi-baked when I get there anyhow.
Yeah, well, precisely. I won't let him do his spiel.
Let my driver drop me off there as I do my shopping. Yeah.
Well, let's see. I guess we can get to a Mead update. Oh, are you getting more beer?
I'm going to get another beer.
Can I have another beer?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, you know what? You've never done the Mead update.
I'm going to do the Mead update. Well, it's because I just sound like, well, we put the liquid in one jar from another jar, and now that liquid is chilling in the jar.
Oh my
and our wooden jar is currently being cleaned until we can transfer from the glass jar to the wooden jar.
Oh my God.
So that's why I don't do Mead updates. No, okay, I'll actually really try. So we finally, because I know we talk about doing shit on the Mead side, but rarely we actually get it done. We got a lot of work done.
Yay.
We racked batch 1, which is going to be oak or barrel bound. We re-racked it. It was looking still a little on the cloudy side. Felt like maybe one more chill might actually provide a benefit. Not that we don't mind a little bit of lees being in there, but
if we can make it a little clearer, we're going to make it a little clearer.
Yeah. That barrel, though, does tend to kind of help out the process. And it'll let you know when it's low.
Yeah, well, and it'll, because those inner slats inside of that barrel are pulling in all of that. And that's the thing. It's kind of actually a self-sealing barrel, really.
Right.
I mean, we played hell getting that thing for fucking $25 worth of whale blubber from Norway later.
I loved hearing about that.
Guess what? That ain't a lot of whale blubber either.
But we got we finally got it to stop leaking, and then once we had we ran, it was still a little like touch and go until we got one batch through it, and then when we reloaded it, not a fucking leak anywhere.
Yeah, it just needed to water seal basically.
Yeah, and it's going strong. Now it's currently getting a little water bath, getting a little break.
Yeah, I'm gonna purge it. I was telling Brandon, I was like, "Fuck, man, maybe I shouldn't leave that thing just fucking all the way to the top, topped off with water." It's like, well, we do it with Mead. Water's far less intrusive than Mead.
Yeah.
Water's like, I'm just chilling. If you're cool with me being here, I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
If you don't like me, leak.
So probably another 2 weeks, and then we'll check the Mead again and see, and if the clarification's getting where we want it, because I think the flavor's going to be there, but. And for those of you that don't live locally, sorry. I mean, we're kind of doing it as single serve right now.
Yeah, you got to know us to enjoy it. Sorry.
Which we do need to see if we've got any bottles at all. Which we've got some Holly King, but what's problematic about it is that was in 2019.
Yeah,
we have some labels. We actually might be down to a sheet of labels now. If we wanted to use,
you know what, dude? That batch of Holly King has, I think it is surpassed the need for a label with what we got. Because if you're going to know what it is, we're going to be giving it to you.
Well,
I know we're sucker for presentation.
Yeah,
of course
we are.
But
aesthetics are important.
That bottle has hit a different level.
It is actually considered a Grand Reserve.
Well, yeah, it's 3 years old.
Well,
wait, 2019.
Well, it will be. It will be. It's not yet. It's not. December, it will be a Grand Reserve.
Okay, 2.5 years old.
There are children younger than that liquor.
It's just a chump. See, it's only reserved.
I know lots of children younger than that.
It's what we call in the game a punk bitch.
We're still talking about Mead, right?
Yes.
I've just really enjoyed saying punk bitch today. It's brought me some joy. I don't know why.
Well, because, you know if you're throwing it down, that means you ain't a punk bitch.
Well, I was bitching at work today, and my boss, she was like, well, I'm a hard-working lady. I'm like, yeah, I know, and I'm over here just complaining like a punk bitch.
Yeah.
And it just brought me, the punk bitch brought me joy today.
It just sounds nice.
It does. It sounds fun, especially when you're calling yourself a punk bitch.
It hits.
It's the PB, the pub.
That's why peanut butter's great. Unless it's got that salmonella in it, then you get that shit out of your house.
That was wild. I need to check mine because I definitely have
yours because I had to throw mine
Because I'm not
out.
It's so strange the Peter Pan GIF phenomena, but I definitely am a GIF user, not a Peter Pan user.
I'm
personally.
a Peter Pan guy, but
Okay.
I think that's only because fuck marketing, I guess, right?
Maybe I was raised on GIF. I don't know.
Yeah, Peter Pan is the one that kills fucking old Captain Hook, right?
Yeah,
Slays him and all his followers. Or the more sanitized version, like no, they and the Lost Boys and stuff just did like fun stuff, and
I was brought up on Ritz peanut butter. The part in the middle of the crackers.
Did you hear there's a new horror movie in the works? It's based on Winnie the Pooh.
I was reading
Are
about
you
that
kidding
on.
me?
I frequent a
Who did
website.
that?
I fucking wish I was.
Why?
Let me pull this up because I was reading about that at my house.
He's so upset.
There's a website, Blade Disgusting, that I go to for all my horror-related jargon, and I saw a photo of that. And I was like, "Wait,
It's
what
fucking
the
creepy
fuck
as shit.
is this?" Yeah,
I probably won't watch it. I don't like that.
I'm a little hard push on horror movies anyway, let alone those that are trying to steal some childhood shit.
Yeah, I
Let's see.
actually like horror movies. I like being scared, so I like the adrenaline rush. But yeah, please don't take
And
me.
the old Google Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Pooh and Piplet.
And
Winnie-
it's fucking it's
Piglet.
creepy as shit.
What?
See,
no, this is terrible. It's like the stupid.
Now, if you want to see
God.
Piglet, there's Piglet right there.
Oh shit! It's like the fucking.
It looks like a boar.
What are the? What's the? I don't know. There's a whole string of horror movies where they wear creepy masks like that.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
You're not talking about Slipknot, are you?
No, I mean, well, yeah, but also, I don't know. I guess it wasn't The Purge. There were some other movies that had that shit. I don't know. It creepy though. Lovely, just wonderful.
Yeah, here to bring you all the good news since you've been gone.
Yay, we love it.
Would you like to hear the plot synopsis?
I would love that.
Christopher Robin is pulled away from them and he's not giving them food. It's made Pooh and Piglet's life quite difficult.
Oh my.
And they go feral
Yeah.
and turn into bear and piglet or pig or boar for that
Yeah.
matter.
I'm assuming they'll
Man,
eat.
bear, pig.
And go and
they'll probably eat the old Mr. Rabbit and Eeyore at some point if
Yep,
we're
yep.
lucky.
so be sure to check out Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey,
Blood
coming
and
out
Honey.
sometime.
Damn it! That's what I was going to name our first album,
Dude.
Blood and Honey.
We
It
missed-
sounds like
missed
I'm
our
ready
opportunity.
to do some kind of spell on like a full moon.
And with it being horror leading,
Mead, little Mead too.
being
Yep,
the horror
absolutely.
leading into metal, I'm going to go ahead and say happy 100th birthday to Christopher Lee.
Hell yeah!
100 fucking years, even though he's been dead for about 7.
That long?
2015.
No way!
93 years old.
Son of a bitch! It feels like it was 2 years ago.
He died June 7th. That about
Wow.
10 days after
Happy
his
birthday,
93rd.
Brandon! Yeah.
All right. Shall
Well-
we delve into a little music?
Yeah. Because there is nothing, by the way, going on in MMA this time around.
No.
There is no card this weekend. There's one next weekend that is okay. The next podcast we do, we'll be talking about that because that'll be 275, right?
That'll be Valentina, even though she's co-main event. She's a main event in my heart.
That
How did I not know he was dead? Like you guys I was like, Christopher Lee's not dead.
yeah.
Yeah, Saruman.
God.
Saruman is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, no
Sorry,
more
guys. I don't know how I missed that somehow.
no more metal Christmas albums for us. Yeah.
That's right. The
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was the best. but
over
he was the best.
300 movies and television credits. to the
Holy
man.
Yeah.
shit.
And he was
That's
also
impressive as hell.
and he was also Goldfinger, so you know.
Yeah.
Goldfinger, Dracula, fucking Willy Wonka's dad.
Yeah.
This guy's done a lot. You know who else has done a lot? Def Leppard.
Do tell.
Well, motherfucker's got an album come out today.
Okay.
Okay.
I like how Metal Injection has it listed as glam/hard rock.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I hate to say it, that's true. I listened to a song off of it. I had to.
Is it good?
It's Def Leppard.
Yeah, that's a big. Well, how do you feel about Def Leppard music?
It really, that's the thing. If you fucking really love Def Leppard, especially the soaring 80s ballad version of Def Leppard, then you are going to have a great time.
There's a time and a place for it, sure. But
Yeah.
is it something I'm listening to regularly? Probably not.
Now, I would like to say the last time Def Leppard put out an album, Christopher Lee was alive. They put
Yeah.
out an album. That dude died a week later. Just
Holy
saying.
shit. Okay,
So it's
wow.
Def Leppard's fault again.
That's right. And then they got the jump on us this time because that's why we lost Ray Liotta and them other assholes. Fucking Def Leppard again. Strikes again.
Fuckery going on. Thanks, Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Bitches.
The song's called Take What You Want. I'm good. I have had enough.
You know what's weird to me is I feel like I have that cadence now in my head, and I know what it would sound like because it's Def Leppard.
You at least know what the guitar tone's going to sound like because that has
Exactly.
not changed in 35,
No.
40 years.
Why would it?
Or the soaring fucking harmonies that it's kind of their thing. That's
Right.
in there too.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's just all,
I'm sure that sound is the exact same.
it really is. Like almost depressingly enough.
I mean, like, you know, what AC/DC's been fucking pulling off for a goddamn generation and a half.
A band with no evolution.
No, none.
No, it takes someone dying for them to like be like, do we have to do shit different now?
and mostly in Angus is like, nah, we're fine.
We'll get it done. We're fine here. How are you?
Talk about a fucking one-trick pony, but god damn it, people love that pony show.
Yeah, unfortunately, people are kind of dumb.
Rammstein got a new song out called Dick Titten.
It's
Yeah,
called Dich Titten. Yeah.
Oh.
We listened to
That's,
something new the other day.
That's fat tits. That's
Is
what
that
that
literally
is.
what that means?
Yes, it is.
And apparently there is a Bavarian brass band remix of this song. I haven't even heard the song yet. But now I know I'm going to listen to it twice. I'm going to listen to Rammstein's version, and I'm going to hear this Bavarian brass band remix version, which might be like just like the shit I was listening to in Vegas over at the beer house.
Laugh until you piss yourself, and then you're going to have to go back and throw on the Rammstein one again just to fucking get your bearings right.
Just figure it out.
Just to get that knife back in the sheath, right?
I don't know what it was. We watched a music video of theirs recently, and I was just like tripping out because they were doing some weird ass.
I was going to
shit.
say you're going to have to be a little more specific because there's a lot of them.
Rammstein. We might have to go
Did the
frame by
man
frame
did the
here.
man have a hole poked in his cheek so he could have an LED light shine in there when he
I'm
sang?
looking now. How many music videos did they release?
All of them.
All of them, yes. The entirety.
Every single
Oh
one.
well, I'll have to peruse and
it's
figure
a
out
lot.
which one. Because yeah, he just threw my fiance threw one on, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like it was a trip.
Can you describe it?
No, I really can't. I have to look and see if I can find it and watch it again.
Because like you can sing it. I was like, was there nudity? Yeah, it's like 20 questions with Rammstein.
Well, hold
feel
on.
like there
hold on.
was
Actually, the
nudity.
first one. Was there fire? Because if not, we can cut half of them out right off the bat.
You know, the funny thing is, unless it's a live version of a song, there ain't gonna be no fire.
Oh, okay.
They do that. That is
I
their
just
back.
always assume that's their shit.
Live music. No, like
They
live
had
show. that's-
masks on. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah. Well, that's.
Oh, that was Du Hast.
No. This is recent. The new one. A new one. A new one.
Was it when did they look all old and weird and shit?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I know which one you're talking about.
There you
It's
go.
one of the new ones.
Got it dialed in. Look at Sherlock Holmes over there.
It certainly wasn't Dick Titten.
No, I was like, I don't think it was that. Maybe it was Deutschland. I feel like that's too long.
So I'm fine.
I don't know. That's the weird one because Rammstein is loved throughout the entire country of the United States of America.
Yeah, absolutely.
Germany? No.
Dude, I lost the greatest opportunity to like try to kind of get my action on with a German exchange student
Yeah.
at high school because I was like, so Rammstein, huh? You like that? Yeah,
I
it's
bet
good.
she thought you
No.
were dumb.
Why is this asshole bringing up the Air Force Base, huh?
And, yeah, she's like, nah. Honestly, we hate that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh,
99 fucking Luftballons.
what else y'all got over there, huh?
Don't lie. That shit's a jam if it hits you just right. And you're
I
drunk, if
love
you're
that
drunk enough.
song,
Yeah.
but I do feel I don't know if Germans appreciate that song or not.
I think they do. Wasn't that like
Okay.
one of them they were tearing on the wall too back in the day?
I don't know. I like the German version and the
Because
English
it was like
version.
Nina, right? Or Nina, maybe? I
Yeah,
don't know.
something like
Yeah.
that.
I like the
She had a cute little bob. That's all I remember.
and
Black
armpit
bob.
hair,
And what?
and she had armpit hair.
Yeah, Germany, when I was a kid, was the first time I was exposed to women with armpit hair, and I was like strangely okay
Now-
I
with
saw
it.
the music video for that
Now,
song.
is that like a deal breaker?
No. Oh, well, I'm not a man. Sorry.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be horribly repulsed, but it ain't going to get me going either.
Yeah.
Out of just personal preference, it will detract.
Yeah.
It will.
That's fair.
If you got, I don't know. It's just also because it's never happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've never
I-
been.
I- I've never-
You've never been challenged. You've never been
Yeah.
asked to challenge that assumption.
Never
Maybe I'm
taken
a
a
little
girl.
more worldly than
Never
you are.
taken a lady to the
Tom
back
Thumb.
room and been like, "Hey, oh my God, it's armpit hair." Then be like, "Well, but I might get some."
That's not a penis, right?
Yeah, like long as you ain't a dude and you trying to gaslight me or
That's a
something.
that's a lot of body hair. That's all I'm saying.
That's the biggest clit I've ever seen.
Tisk, tisk.
Stands out like 6 inches. Fully erect. Let's move on.
You guys.
We were talking about metal and Rammstein, and then
I
we
know,
got
and
here.
it
Got on a
deteriorated
weird, like,
to this.
Into a weird dick thing. Yeah.
Goddamn, we might as well just wrap it up. Shit. Before we out
We'll
ourselves
have to
any
get
further.
have to get that NC-17 rating going.
Oh God, I love this job.
So we're good with Mead. We're good with metal. We're good with MMA.
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes.
2 weeks
Anything
off
going
is
on?
2 weeks off is UFC 275. We'll be talking a
We'll be
lot
there.
of MMA then. We'll hopefully be talking about having moved this batch of Mead to the barrel.
Whee.
Now, for those of you that are like, well, shit, when are you guys ever going to get back to doing 750s again? We will. Not right now.
There is no time frame, but it's not like we're not.
Before the end of the year,
Okay.
I think.
That's good.
We'll do a batch of another batch of run of 750s. Technically, you should get 2 cases out of that. We never do because the gods have to get their.
They got to get theirs.
Yep.
They got to get theirs.
So we usually pull about 21 or 22 bottles. Those are usually going to have just a written number on them and circled because those are the ones for us to drink over here, not anybody else because they're going to be quite cloudy.
If you got a hand-drawn label and you're not here at this meat hall, then you have been here and stolen from us. We want our shit back.
Yeah, we'll do our own labels sometimes. So
I
that's
like
all
it.
good. But yeah, we'll get back to that. We'll do another run of probably a ballpark of about 20 bottles.
I think we just need to get a run of batch 1 going. Just get a fucking plain Jane bottle of liquor out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we have been drinking fucking long ships pretty much for
Well, everything in that barrel is always going to be long ships.
about like the first week. If it's got green chili in there, you're gonna get it. After a week though, it's gone.
gone.
Yeah.
It is gone.
Right. Yeah, it's that's the Mead Hall barrel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to impart its own flavor.
Sure.
The only time we can really control flavor is if we are doing individual bottles. So
Right.
we'll get back to that at some point. I do feel like we're going to do maybe. I have a friend of mine. She's got a lot of mulberries, and there's an ancient Mead batch or varietal that is called Morat, but that's mulberry mead.
Ooh, I love it.
I feel like one of the. Remember when I got the mead from the Viking people?
Yeah,
I feel like one of those was mulberry.
maybe.
However, I can't recall because it wasn't that good.
No, it's real medicine-y.
It was real honey, a lot of honey.
I mean, I'm coming around with the idea, and people are like, yeah, well, if you honey back it, then at least it's going to allow it to get like a lot of sweetness. People expect sweetness. The stuff we make is admittedly dry. I get it,
Oh, I prefer it.
Absolutely.
but that's
I've
the thing.
I've had mead like from this, and I'm like, ew, what is this? Because
It's so sweet.
it's too much. I don't know. I prefer y'all's. Like, don't get me wrong. The first couple of sips, I'm like, wow. But after you get
We do
adjusted,
make booze.
yeah, like after you're adjusted to the flavor, you're fine.
It should be noted, Krista is of the same school of drinking troublemaker as Brandon is,
That's
though.
right.
And
Oh.
that is, you don't pull that cork unless you're going to drink the
oh
whole
yeah,
thing.
you drink the whole thing.
Like-
yeah, what the fuck are you talking
There
about?
is no such thing as I have a half a bottle of troublemaker left.
No. We open it and
Shit.
it's
You
getting
guys are
drunk.
my fucking heroes. All right, shall we
them
get to
picks.
some? Shall we get some picks? Drinking. I mean, it's a Budweiser thing. Matter of
a
fact, I
Budweiser
will
day.
say probably from now until fucking probably weeks after Labor Day, probably going to be just Budweiser.
Yep.
I'm
That's right.
a little simple that way.
I'm
Mine's
riding
over.
that train as well.
Hurricane for me.
Oh, all right.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
going
Some
to your
rum.
going to your East Coast roots.
Oh, I thought you
Some
meant like
rum.
I thought you meant that hurricane like malt liquor.
No.
No, a hurricane
No,
is
rum, and I don't know. It's literally
it's a beach
premix.
drink.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
I was thinking about a 40 of like fucking
Yeah,
malt
no,
beverage.
Hell no.
It's a rum forward blue curacao fucking drink. It's a blue drink. Yeah.
This one's red, but it was a premix, so
Ooh.
whatever.
Delicious.
I had to water it down a lot because it was just way too sweet.
No fights, so we got no picks there. Music, anything blowing your skirt up this week?
There was a dude that fucking cover. Wasn't even really a cover of Schism, a drum cover, but it was this black dude. He listened to the song and then just kind of drummed over it.
Right.
Kind of crazy. Or this jazz. It's like a jazz drum.
Jazz drummers are fucking amazing.
And just like
They
creative.
operate on a weird level that's above those of us mortals. Really.
and he played it like his eyes closed were the majority of the time while he was just listening to the music and just fucking creating shit. That and Dick Titten.
There he is, Dick Titten. Yeah. I believe that's Dish Titten. Yeah,
I know.
Right.
I'm sorry, I speak American.
Anything you're listening to this week, Krista?
No, I finished 2 books while I was on my road trip, so that was cool, but kind of taking a break.
Like audiobooks?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. Okay, full admission right here. I don't listen to audiobooks.
Yeah, that's
Never
fair.
have, actually. I don't know if that's a thing.
It's a
I
different
was getting ready.
They
I was
were-
getting ready to criticize it, and I went, "Well, I have fucking no point of reference. I don't know."
It's definitely a different way to consume. I don't feel like, I don't know, you have to be, I have to be careful not to zone out like that. It's a lot
I
easier
listen to them
do
when
that.
I go to bed.
But I enjoy it. It's a good way. Like if you're trying to listen to a self-help book, obviously that's not good. You need to be able to like tangibly hold a self-help book in your hand.
Right.
But most other books, you can consume that this
Yeah,
way.
right on.
If you want any Star Trek audiobooks, I have all of them.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm a bit of a loser.
There's your contact.
There,
That's
there's
all
your
you
dick.
ladies. All you ladies, just calm the fuck down.
Just call me Dick Titten.
Yeah, there you go. Or Dick Kitten.
Dick Kitten. That's kind of like Sugar Dick, right?
Yeah. Not
Dick
as good.
Kitten.
Not as good.
I don't know. Dick Kitten's pretty good.
All right.
It ain't better, but
There you
it's
go.
pretty good.
All right. Well, we'll have to get when we get a real rockin' one for Krista. Then, damn it, we're going to reveal our 3 cosigns and names and shit. All right, that's it for us. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and we'll be talking about 275, and maybe we'll have our segment back with LJ. We'll be back again. Maybe that's how we're using our canned air now. Right on.
I got a problem, dude. Do you hear that?
You know what?
I need to go to Meineke.
You're getting Christmas music. That's it. All right, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. See you then. Merry Christmas.